right.
I'm pretty sure you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. You have a fun day today? What is that? Technologic? TKNLGC1. You think that's a vanity plate?
Mm-hmm. Nope, Technologic One.
Technologic One? You think so?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know whose car that is?
That's Raphael's, right?
Mm-hmm. Wow. Can't believe we just learned that Raphael's a faggot.
I don't know about all that. But, I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I'll see, like, an occasional cool
vanity plate
that I'm like, dude, that's crazy.
Like what? Give me an example.
I don't know. I can't think of one. Well, any of the cool ones now, I'm sure they got rid of.
Do you
because,
think someone has Jizz Mom?
No, because I think the state would stop you.
Yeah.
Because they'd be like, that's vulgar or something.
But, like, what if it was before they knew what jizz was?
Maybe.
Would they be able to take it from you?
Maybe if you were able to say that, like, yo, my name is Joseph Is.
Yeah.
And those are my initials.
Yeah, okay, Joseph. And
like,
then,
if you were like, my name is Joseph Isaiah Ziegler.
Oh, shit.
Like,
yeah.
They'd be like, well, shit, I guess.
Yeah.
He's like, all my buddies just call me Jizz.
Yeah, all my buddies. I was thinking you could just do, like, my name's Joseph, but my friends call me Izzy. And Mom is an abbreviation of, like, Man of Mayhem.
It means Legend of Life.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know. What was the screen name he uses? Earnhardt.
Oh, Earnhardt died. LOL.
That's.
And then what did he had that, and then he had one that was like Kyle Busch best ever. Because, like, that's a dude that a lot of people in NASCAR don't like.
Okay, that's a dude that pops off, right? He gets a little mouthy.
Yeah, sometimes. Like he'll complain about some stuff.
Yeah, that people
or something.
won't stand up against or whatever. He causes a little bit of a ruckus.
Yeah, which I don't know, man. The more I learn about it, like, I guess people dislike him, it starts to make me slowly a fan. But I think that might just be the contrarian in me.
Something about that makes me a fan. I mean, I just like to hear that somebody's causing a ruckus.
That's why I respect, like, I think even, like, Dale Jr. and, like, some of the old, like, because some of the announcers.
White Julio.
Like, they'll say, like, oh, yeah, he did that, and, like, oh, it upset some people, but it's him being him. Let him be him.
Yeah.
And
that was a man, right?
Was it?
I am 95% sure. It was a hot man, though.
I didn't even look at their face.
Well, that's how hot that man was.
I was looking at how taut that sweater was stretched.
Yeah.
I was like, shit.
Yeah. That was definitely ruthless. All right. What the fuck were we talking about before that beautiful man walked by?
Vanity plates.
Vanity plates. Oh, Kyle Busch.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Contrarianism.
Yeah. And what was the other one? He had one that said, like, impeach Trump or something as his screen name, and, like, that one was funny because some of those do, like, well, because it's a NASCAR game.
Yeah.
He
I'm sure he gets loads of feedback.
He, like, would get on there and, like, dudes be like, oh, get out of this country if you don't like it. I'm just like, god damn rednecks. Shit. Like,
yeah, you guys settle down for 1 minute. Just settle down.
I'm sitting there like, which I guess I'm up a little bit up on my high horse because since I pay attention so much, I'm like, I definitely know more about politics than this dude getting upset about his screen name.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, I'm like, it's not like it makes me any, like, I wouldn't necessarily say it makes me any smarter.
Yeah.
Like, because to me, watching politics is like watching Days of Our Lives. It's just a soap opera.
Yeah, it really is, though.
Like,
it's all to tug at, like, the emotional heartstrings.
Yeah. Which I think probably upsets some people because I like talking about it and be like, yo. Because, like, to me, it's like you come in and you're like, yo, check out what this character Hillary Clinton said. Like, to me, it's just like it might as well be on a TV show.
Yeah.
And they're not even real people.
Yeah, no, because they're...
Well, mainly because Hillary Clinton is a lizard person, so...
I think that's giving her a lot of credit. I'm pretty sure she's a robo-suit. You've seen her powered down before, right? Where they're dragging her because she ran out of batteries.
Dude, that stuff, I'm like, yo, like, you definitely don't need a president that's passing out. Which I know people say, like, you
Maybe
had
she's just having
FDR.
Yeah.
You had FDR in his wheelchair and he hit that, but I'm like, yeah, that was back before the internet.
Yeah, exactly. Wheelchairs are no longer a thing. Not in my Congress.
I know, you can't afford a rascal.
Yeah.
You manually pushing that shit? Get the fuck out of here.
FDR.
I'm not having that be my representative.
Fuck no. You need to be able to walk. Your
Well,
ideas
now-
need to have legs.
I'd be like, okay, maybe I might elect you if you're in a wheelchair. Maybe. But as soon as you get sworn in, we're getting you some of them robo legs.
Yeah.
You know?
Like War Machine has.
Yeah. Like, because I'm not having you go, like, you gonna roll up to Putin in a wheelchair? That motherfucker rides horses shirtless and shit.
Yeah, and that's like prime dick sucking level. You know what I mean?
Dude, he might just stick it in your mouth.
He already is ready to.
Like, what are you gonna do about it? Get up here and whoop my ass?
Yeah,
I train the jits.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, I don't know. He might train jujitsu. I bet he does sambo at least.
He at least does combat sambo.
Look at this white dude being like, what are y'all doing? Go, dude.
Dude, get it together.
You need to commit.
Fuck. Talk about driving like a woman, dude.
Well, I was gonna say driving that foreign Yoder, but we're in a Honda, so I think Hondas are foreign too.
Yeah, I guess so. Technically.
I don't know. Is Honda, is that Japanese?
Well, it depends.
Like, I'm not saying where it's necessarily manufactured,
Yes,
but like the
it
headquarters, where it originated.
Yeah.
Because I know like BMW is technically German, but there's a BMW plant in South Carolina.
Yeah. Well, we got, from Japan, we got the Hondas, the Yoders, let's see, what else do we got?
Kia is Korean, right?
Kia is Korean, yes. So is, no, that's pretty much it, right? Kia's Korean. Is there, fuck, dude.
Because one of them, because a lot of the like luxury brands I'm not super familiar with because I don't have any money.
Yeah.
But like, what is it? Renault? Is that Italian?
I believe.
Because that was one whenever they're like, I think they said like, oh, that's Italian, and I was like, oh shit, I didn't even think about the Italians.
This man is better than FDR.
Oh yeah.
He's got a little tag on the back of that thing.
I think, wasn't it you? We were talking about how long of a charge those motherfuckers get.
Yeah,
on an electric chair.
Yeah, on the electric chair.
Yeah. How much of a charge they got on that?
How much fucking juice runs through them when they're fucking murdered?
Do you think that's his costume for Halloween? Is he just puts like one of those little silver bands around his head, just rides around and stops and shakes? That'd be fucked up.
That would be fucked up, and that would be the greatest.
Oh, dude, I would definitely vote him for best Halloween costume.
I'd vote him for president.
Yeah,
he was black. We've had a black president.
Yeah, he looked like he was 100% black, not even half.
Did I send you that meme about that asks, or it doesn't ask, but it mentions not being able to remember Obama's last name?
Yes.
It's like a bunch of the fists, like.
Yeah. Well, that was funny because like that video of Biden.
Yeah.
Forgetting and being like, "Oh, President, my boss."
Oh God.
It's just like, dude, just pack it up and go home, dude.
Biden needs to really pack it up. He's had like 30 fucking strokes or something, right?
Well, he's at least, I think, 2 aneurysms or something.
His teeth are whiter than ever. So I guess he's got that going for him. But as far as like whether or not that's a necessity as a president, I don't think so. And it's definitely not making me buy his bullshit any more than anybody else's. But boy, he makes up stories. He does this. He does that.
Well,
Shit's
the thing
wild.
that's crazy is like he's all like things people don't bring up is he's also a plagiarist.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He's
which like it's one of those things where like
he's
I don't
not
know
a
if
great
I
candidate.
care as much about that. Like, I mean, there's plenty of stuff I would disagree about him. But then again, I'm a person that I'm probably not going to vote anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm probably not necessarily the person to go to.
I don't know if it's legal for me to vote. I think I might still be on the lam when it comes to voting rights. I gotta look into that. Not that I give a fuck, and not that I fucking vote anyways. Because
no, well, like, dude, the way I play it is I know more about politics and like the candidates running
further away from.
Yeah, well, yeah. As I learn more, I'm like, this is stupid. But then I'll know more than anybody else I know.
Yeah.
About the candidates and stuff. But then everybody's like, hey, I'm gonna go vote, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna pass.
Tell me how it goes.
I'm like, eh. Well, here it doesn't matter because it's going to be a Democrat.
Yeah.
But then, like, in South Carolina, like most places I've ever lived, it's going to go one way. Mm-hmm. It's not like it's really up in the air.
Yeah.
So it's just, but then again, whenever I'm like, yo, I think most of the government, if not all, should be disbanded. Mm-hmm. That's not on the ballot.
Yeah, no, that's not usually something we get to vote on.
Until we start our campaign, hashtag burn it down. Now,
yeah.
if that's a check mark, if they have like, hey, yo, ballot initiative HR 317, hashtag burn it down, I'll be like, oh, shit, I got to go vote.
As soon as they start putting hashtags on the ballot, that's when I'm voting. You mentioned putting hashtags on it. I think I'm in.
Here's a question for you. If I was going to start a hashtag called hashtag, does the second one need to be spelled out, or should it be 2 pound signs?
That's a good question.
Because then I also wonder, if you do hashtag town, is that hashtag town or pound town?
Well,
I know I'm.
See, I was a frequent resident of Pound Town back when I used to drink, and boy, I liked it there. But I never really thought of spelling it with a hashtag.
Yeah. Well, it was they were pounds before it was a hashtag.
Pound, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I don't know, man. Look at these hyenas. You're not cute, bitch. I don't mean to call her a bitch, but I had to. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's a sign of respect.
Yeah. I'm at least acknowledging her gender.
Yeah.
Right? Which is kind of empowering in a way.
Well, yeah, and they were both definitely females.
I didn't see the other one. I was just looking at the one that was thinking she was cute.
How did you know that she was thinking she was cute? Just the way
she was all
strutting.
laughing and giggling and fucking like, look at my hot body. And I'm like, listen, I don't need to see shit. I've seen it all, bitch.
So I was hoping you're going to work bitch into it at least one more time. Okay. Listen here, bitch.
I'm glad I was
tired of your shit.
Yeah. Damn.
But, well, all right.
Well, here we are. Passing, I eat pussy.
Dude, and then I think about that guy who they tried to arrest in Florida, who had the sticker on the back of his truck that said "I eat pussy."
They tried to arrest that guy?
Well, I think they did arrest him, and they tried to charge him with like
what?
Like vulgarity or something really? With like being vulgar. But then I think the like judge threw it out. Like, dude, you're wasting my time. Get this shit out of here.
Good, because I should be allowed to say I eat pussy whenever I want. In any facet, in any, framework I would care to. I should be able to say I eat pussy. I think everybody should. I think that's what I'd be willing to vote for.
This urban camper.
Wow.
Oh, that dude's got like a legitimate mattress and shit. He's living the fucking life.
He does have a legit mattress, and he has a little cart corral with tarps around it. That's not the worst setup I've ever seen. Some people out here are dressed like they're 20, but they're 60.
Yeah, that's a weird thing when people start like that. I guess nowadays it's more prevalent, is that older people dressing like they're young. Like I'll see some like mom wearing leggings. Like, well, everybody seems like they're either going to or coming from the gym.
That's a good look, though.
And I'm just like, none of you motherfuckers work out.
Yeah, no, none of them do. But it is good to look like you're being productive in taking care of yourself. So I can see why, like, a sportswear aesthetic is not a bad place to
see,
fall.
I thought they wore all that spandex to just hold shit together. And
I think it's a little bit of that, too, to be honest. But it doesn't hurt that it looks like you're keeping your, like, up with yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because that's like an attractive quality in a mate. And you know all those fucking old fucking mom bitches are all looking for their next fucking shitty man.
Hey, man.
The next shitty man.
I don't know. How many women out here do you think are trying to find them some rich dude?
Dude, that's a great fucking question. If I had to answer that, it's like not as many as... It's definitely not as many as, like, somebody would just guess off the top of their head. But it's still, like, a seriously significant amount. I don't know. 18%.
Hey, okay.
What do you think about that number?
That's a good, because that's almost a fifth.
Yeah, but not
Or,
quite.
A fifth. Sorry.
Oh,
I mispronounced it.
Yeah.
It's almost a fifth.
I pleaded.
But, that's, that might be, that's a decent
Guess-a-roo?
number. Yeah.
I'm pretty good at guess-a-roos.
Because, like, I get a little bit of the sexist streak whenever I see, like, a woman. What was it? Because I saw some women driving, like, a Rolls Royce, and I'm like, did your money pay for this?
Oh. Okay. I wasn't even thinking you were going to go there, but no, absolutely their money didn't pay for that.
I'm like, who are you married to?
I need to
married
stop.
to Bill Gates or something?
Yeah, I need to stop being outwardly sexist, because I'm not as sexist as I sound, but I definitely come off like I'm a fucking asshole. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. Now, I usually just say it because I think it, like, usually,
I think it needs to be said.
like, it's one of those things that, like, because it's such a hot point today, that I'm like, oh, this will be funny to say.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like if somebody does something stupid in a car in front of me, I'll be like, what is this, a woman driver?
Yeah.
And then when it turns out to really be a woman driver, I just start laughing.
Yeah, well, you know, because it's always a woman driver. But I think,
well, I mean,
people need to be reminded of, like, hey, all these mistakes, that's women for you.
yeah. Well, that dude in that Yoder today who was making stupid, like, couldn't commit, that was a guy.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, there's definitely... Oh my goodness. Hold on. Let's touch on this because this is somewhat related. So Sasha and I went to Costco. And we went to go gas up the Navigator. And we're sitting in line at Costco. Have you seen Sasha's girlfriend?
yes.
Sasha's girlfriend is fucking great looking. I was like, Sasha, I can't believe this shit. Your girlfriend is like a 9. And Sasha was like, yeah, I do.
About 8.5.
And Sasha was like, yeah, I do pretty good. And I was like, okay, not to offend you and not to, like, this might sound a little fucked up or whatever, but I was like, damn, Sasha, you stole that bitch from a dude who has a dick. And I was like, Sasha, you don't even have a dick. How'd you accomplish this? And Sasha went into detail on what it's like being a lesbian and almost chauffeuring straight women into becoming a lesbian. And we, like, talked a lot about it. And, like, we touched on the fact that, one, there's no factor of a threatening man. So a woman already finds you like a equal, right? So they're not worried about you forcing them to do something or this or that. There's no, like, scared mindset to it. There's no worry that, like, they might get raped or something like that. That's not even a consideration. So she said, it's very easy to slide into becoming friends with another woman, and then slowly, over time, as you get to know one another, you start pressing. And she said, That's how she gets every girl that she gets, is she like sneaks in, and you know, the guy never feels threatened.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I have a dick, you know? But then Sasha like gets to know this guy's girlfriend, and then she'll like slowly press while they're talking, like over the span of time, like maybe a couple weeks, couple months, and then eventually she'll start pushing harder and being like, hey, you're looking good, like what's up, let's do something. And she said every straight girl says no, but they entertain it, and they entertain it until they say yes.
Well, then does that not fly in the face of gay people being born gay?
Well, here's
or
why
is it
I don't think
different?
so. Because her and I also touched on that. Women don't find women like.
Well, no, I think it's different.
Like,
because like a woman will be like, "Yo, that chick is fine."
Yeah.
Like even if they're straight,
a woman
like
is
a
able
dude.
to appreciate a woman's...
Like some of it, I think is society. Because like some dudes, I'll be like, "Yo, no, I can understand why that's a hot dude, but I don't want to have sex with him."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I think that's part of our masculinity from birth. Is like, because that's not a masculine trait. You know what I mean? So like to be gay is not masculine. It's I mean, I guess there is a masculine way to be gay, but I'm just saying, like, in the overall scheme of things, it definitely has some things to do with, like, societal pressure and whatnot, but I think it's just straightforward, like, not masculine to be gay. So when presented with an opportunity to be gay, most men find it revolting because it goes against their masculinity, which is their most attractive feature, you know? But women, their most attractive feature is their femininity, and they're able to appreciate one another's femininity. And since they're able to appreciate it, I think it's much easier for a woman to be like, oh, I really like this person. I'll give it a shot. And here's something interesting too.
Well, see, I think it's all, that's interesting, because I think women tend to look for a partner who is more like a friend, and like guys probably look more as like, okay, this has got to be like a mother or some shit.
Well,
like
guys look for looks, and girls look for strength, kind of. You know what I mean? So like Sasha presents herself as very she told me she presents herself to females as very commanding. And so like when she gets into the suggestive portion of hitting on a woman, it's very easy for her to sit there next to a woman and command them to do things. And the woman, because they don't feel that threat of like masculinity or like rape or whatever the fuck, or something that they don't like, it's a lot easier for them to fall into order, and they respect it. You know what I mean? Because she has that masculinity in how she approaches them, but there's like, it's like a mind fuck. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Which I get, that does seem to fit into, like, because I've heard, now, so this could be completely made up. Like, I mean, it could be like bias or whatever, but I've heard that people say like there's quite a bit of like lesbians out there who are lesbians because they were like abused by men or something like that. And so they don't feel like, maybe they just don't feel safe around guys. Because like, I mean, if I was raped or some shit, I'd be like, I don't trust any fucking body either. Like, I can understand that mindset.
Yeah.
But then, like, the thing that I find kind of ironic about that is that, like, from what I understand, like, lesbian couples has the highest rate of, like, domestic violence.
Oh, Sasha was touching on that a little bit too, and she said, I would never believe the amount of girls that she's dated that straight up were like, I'll fucking kill you if you leave me, and like willing to like fight and like throw hands and shit. And Sasha's the masculine one in the relationship, obviously, every time. You know what I mean?
So I wonder,
these girls, like, they get so addicted to like the connection that they have with Sasha that they're willing to like just fucking abused. You know what I mean?
Their emotions get the best of them.
Exactly. Right back to where they always end up. But this is super interesting that Sasha mentioned. She said this isn't the first time she's heard it, but she finds it interesting because her and her current girlfriend, who, like I've mentioned, is like a 9 out of 10.
Yeah.
They've been together 6 years now, she said. And she said over the course of her life, she's had a lot of women who she thought she was going to have long-lasting relationships with. But because she wins them over, they tend to go back. Like, or they do something and they start texting their ex-boyfriend who Sasha takes them from, and then Sasha just kind of like leaves them there because she's like, they're not worth it. They're going to be flip-flopping back and forth. But she said with this girl has been fully committed to her the entire time, and it's been 6 years now, and her girlfriend has told her on many occasions that she would never ever date another woman. And I find that interesting, one, because women can't make decisions like that, so it's not up to her. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, not to say that that's where this point is heading, but it's interesting to me because it really goes to show you how little investment that Sasha's girlfriend has in being a lesbian. As far as she's concerned, she's not even a lesbian, probably. She just is in love with this woman.
Yeah. Which I guess that would then fit into like other like LGBT individuals who say that it's like not like, I guess like an asexual type person or whatever, or like where they're like, oh, I'm not really, I'm just attracted to a personality or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily like a sexual thing, I guess.
Yeah, or it's because, you know, Patrice touches on it a lot, where he's the sexual object in his relationship, you know, before he passed away, and he always references how good his girlfriend looks. And he always says, you wouldn't think that I'm the sexual object in this relationship, but she sexualizes me based on my masculinity and how I handle myself. So she finds him like incredibly sexy, whereas he finds her appropriately sexy, but him, even though, you know, according to the standards of like, you know, human beings, is definitely not attractive, everything about his qualities to a woman is attractive, you know?
Yeah.
So I guess it's the same for Sasha. You know what I mean? I just find it kind of crazy that Sasha doesn't have a fucking dick. And she's essentially dicking these broads down enough mentally to where they're just like stuck and in love. You know what I mean? Taking a woman from a man seems so like such an uphill battle. You know what I mean?
I don't know, man. I have to meet the man.
That's true.
Like, there's a lot of
There's
dudes
a lot
out
of
there.
dudes out there that fucking suck at everything and aren't very cool. So, I guess that wraps up this portion. But I think that was a good topic.
Yeah.
I think we did good.
Get back on it tomorrow and try to talk about something else.
Yeah. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we touched on lesbian relationships for everybody. Because two white males.
Two white dudes letting you know about lesbian relationships. It's the way to do it, man.